Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to Outdoor and Door Texan. Today we're going to be making a truly southern staple, fried okra. Just like fried green tomatoes, okra is a hallmark of summer meals in the South, and what better way to eat anything than by frying it? This particular recipe actually started with my grandparents, whom then passed it along to both my mother and father. Both of them still cook this dish on a regular basis today. I recently shared a video on my Instagram account, which you should probably be following, of some okra frying in a pan while visiting my father. I ended up having a viewer reach out to that video and asking for the recipe, and so I decided to make this video. First thing you're going to need is a pound of fresh okra. If you aren't growing it yourself during the late spring and summer months, most grocery stores should be stocking it during the season. Simply take a knife and chop your okra into coin slices about ½ inch thick. Make sure to also separate and discard the ends. Once you're done chopping, take about a ½ pound of whole grain cornmeal and pour it into a large mixing bowl. Then add your okra and mix everything up real well. Now, staying true to southern fried okra, where simple is delicious, we're just going to add about 2 tablespoons of salt and let the okra and the cornmeal dusting take the show. Weird thing about okra is that they secrete a sticky slime when you cut into their pods. So instead of soaking the okra in milk, egg wash, or other typical fry binders, we're simply going to let them sit in the cornmeal for about 30 minutes. The longer they sit, the better set the fry will be. But it's important to note that the true southern fried okra is supposed to be dusted with cornmeal, not encased with some shell of breading. All these okra nuggets you see out at restaurants and bars, they just aren't true to the traditional dish we're trying to cook here. While you let your okra sit in the cornmeal, take a deep cast iron pan or any high-walled pan or pot and fill it no more than halfway with oil. I'm using canola oil because it's what I have on hand for cast iron cooking, but any vegetable oil will suffice. Now when it comes to heating your oil, I set my range just under medium and gradually bring it up higher and higher until a small sprig of flour sizzles on the oil surface. For my setup, that's typically around medium, maybe a click or two past. If you have the proper thermometer to test oil temperatures, you're aiming for about 350 to 375, no higher. Do not get your oil smoking. If your oil starts to smoke, cut the heat, let it cool, and just start over. Once your oil temp is right, carefully lay your okra in the oil, trying to splash as little as possible. Right about here, I show you what being rushed behind a camera while playing with hot oil can do to your skin. I ended up accidentally dropping a few pieces at once, splashed hot oil all over a couple of my fingers, and got a few blisters as souvenirs. You really only need to do that once to know you never want to do that again though. So if you have a slotted spoon, use it to lower your okra in the oil and it won't splash. Fry times vary, so it's really a matter of visual cues. Roughly speaking though, the okra should be done around 10 minutes or so. While you're frying, you'll want to gently stir the oil occasionally and collect pieces of okra for inspection. What you're looking for is overall browning and crisping of the cornmeal. If the okra goes all black, you've gone way too far. You can see over time how the entire batch darkens in the pan. And here's an example of some finished pieces as I start to remove this batch. Once they're fried to your liking, place everything on a plate covered in paper towels to dry and cool. Final step is giving it a taste and adding a little bit of salt to suit. And with that, you're done. Fried okra is fairly simple to throw together and pairs well with so many things. It's an excellent standalone appetizer and snack, or laid on your dinner plate next to your favorite protein. Either way, there's rarely leftovers, and I haven't met anyone who doesn't ask for seconds. As we often learn with Southern cooking, sometimes simple is best. And with okra, a little salt, cornmeal, and heat seems to be all you need to make it really shine. Alright, that'll do it for this recipe. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, and if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more great content to come. If you have any questions, requests, or general cooking comments, always feel free to leave a comment below. I love hearing from y'all, and I'm always up for helping other folks out when it comes to discovering new food and recipes. Alright, thanks y'all, and take care.